All right, hey guys, how you doing? Let me know if you can hear me okay, please. And if I should turn up the cabinet. I'm gonna go volume 8. How does that sound? So we'll play 2 games. We'll play the OG and Turtles in Time. I'll go into the OG first. And what's nice about this, Octo, is the volume good? Hey Julio. Julio and I played right after Nostalgia Power this morning. So everything's working good. I'm always skeptical about the online for Turtles, but we didn't have any issues, Julio. Hey, Thumper Squid. Cool. Thanks for the volume check. I'll pick room 1. I'm all the way to the left, so I'm gonna be Leonardo. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Leonardo, 1, 2, 3, 4, room 1. So anyone that has Turtles in Time, hey, Stock Jack. Get online, man. Okay, Stock Jack with his $5 super chat. Here is a huge super chat to get you started on bringing your Tron cabinet. You know what? I might do that. And I'll tell you about it throughout the stream tonight. Thank you for the super chat. I have this leather recliner, so when you're watching Nostalgia Power, there's a leather recliner behind me, and it's just taking up too much room. I think I could squeeze in a cab, so maybe I can get Tron, but it has to be at a good price. Thumper Squid picked up Tron, and how are you liking it? Hold on, I didn't see that message, Thor. I was reading it. Julio, are you able to see me online? I saw something from Thor, like the volume. Do I sound okay in the and Turtles? And I'm in the OG, so I'll just give it a second here, see if anyone wants to jump in. And we'll get to Turtles in Time. We'll play that after this, but it's been forever. Oh, you don't see me on room 1? I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out for a second. Let's see if it. Let me go all the way out. You know what? Let's just see if you could find me on Turtles in Time. I'm gonna go online. I'm not even gonna put in a code. I'll pick room 1. Be Leonardo. And just see if you can see me. We won't even do a code. Hey, Johnny Blaze. Kawabunga. Hey, Real Moflo. Now you can. Okay, cool. All right, man. I'm just gonna start a game up. Julio's in. Anyone else want to jump in? We're in Turtles in Time. Room 1. No password. Leonardo. I love that. We're gonna need some lives here. 36. Leonardo and Raphael. Hey, C North. I don't want to take anything away from, but Kevin Clausen, like I'm gonna ruin the surprise. He picked up Turtles in Time today, so unfortunately he's not gonna be home tonight. I'm not seeing you, Julio. What's going on? Okay, here we go. But he did get it, and it was actually that seller in Chicago. I couldn't get it. He got it. It all worked out. So yeah, he bought a brand new Turtles in Time cab in the box. So hopefully we get some more people on here. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know how they sold out like that so far. You know what the interesting thing about Tron at Best Buy? I was gonna talk about this in the video tomorrow for Monday, but I went on Best Buy and I just clicked on it and I got an email. So the fact that they emailed me like, did you forget something? It might be legit. Like it actually might be in stock at Best Buy, but $6.99. It's a lot. I'm gonna have to. I probably would have paid $6.99 for Turtles, but Tron's got to come down a little bit. We'll see what happens. Hey GRY, how you doing, man? I beat Turtles in Time yesterday. Love this game. Nice. What were you playing it on, Johnny? I love having it set up with a 4-player. I have room. It's different than playing on a 2-player because of the space in between the 2 4-players. I could put my other phone where I'm reading the chat. It works out a lot better. This is the room I'm in when I stream on Nostalgia Power, or if somebody brings me in as a guest. There's so much more room in here. Yeah, Thumper Squid got a great deal on Tron, and it looks brand new. And those are. Sorry I responded to you so late today. Those are stock photos on Best Buy. That just must have been the prototype, like the original picture. Because you said that the live button was on the other side. And you know what, with X-Men 97, the coin doors light up, and you don't see any of that when you're looking at the picture online. If you go on Amazon to look at it, any new deluxe. I think this boss took us the longest this morning, Julio. Hey, Peg Shem, do you have, I can't remember, do you have Turtles? I know you had X-Men. I'm pretty sure you have Simpsons. Actually, today, and Julio and I played. It was the first time that I played through this cabinet. I got all 3. Nice, dude. We're in room 1. Turtles in Time. No password. Hey, Tran. How's the weather in Arizona, man? I just bought Turtles off Marketplace. Cracked monitor though. So now what? Do you have a spare, or are you looking to find one? You beat Death Adder today. You know what? I haven't. Julio, that was all you. 70. Going to karaoke. Nice. Well, have a good time, man. Thanks for stopping by. Need a Turtles Deluxe with OG. Yeah, I know. You know what? I when I was putting together, I'm changing subjects here, but seeing Johnny Blaze's Death Adder, you know what? The Golden Axe, I'm fine with it with the riser. Like I don't need a Deluxe XL. It's a great cab. Now Turtles, that's different. Like, you know what? It's the XL factor. It is big. You know, just such more of a real arcade look. Did I turn on? Damien, are you asking me if I turned on Turtles before I purchased it, or are you asking? GRY. Sorry, Julio. Yeah, I know the online's. I don't think I'll ever get 4 players on Death Adder in here, unless I talk Kelly. Maybe once, but yeah, it's a shame. But we could all play it at the same time, I guess. I was telling that to Mike earlier. 72 degrees. Okay, all right. Thanks, Damien. Sorry. Waiting for the fire sale on Shack Jam. When do you think it's coming? Hey, David Phillips. I honestly thought we would have saw it by now, and that's why I waited so long, and I just finally gave in to the deluxe. I think we're gonna see a $3.99. I don't think it's gonna get any lower. Like, it could be any time. Like Fast and Furious could be $3.99 again. You know, it's just I think those are the prices. It's $3.99. Thor, you got to be on like Cloud9 with Kansas City. I saw your last picture on Facebook. Hey, you're just so happy, man. Like the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, man. I know the feeling. I mean, the last time the Packers won Super Bowl 45, I mean, it's unbelievable. And that's awesome, man. I just saw your profile picture the other day. I'm just like, you just got to be just happy. Waiting for Dragon Slayer to drop a bit more. That's another thing. You know, did you watch Gallagher guy's last video? Like he called it the 4 Horsemen. Like he's got all of them lined up there. Was that Burger Time, Tron, Dragon Slayer, and Star Wars? Like, you know, you throw in I cannot Joust. I mean, that's like total 80s look right there. Got Shaq for $250. I don't want to. The bad guy Mike Worley is he's bidding on it. Like there's an incredible, and I can't say too much because I want him to get it. But there's I know, guys. If you could pick that up for under $300, it's a no-brainer. Then don't you think we beat him faster? Who's the first guy? Was that Stockman? When we played earlier, Julio was Raphael. I played Michelangelo, but I just figured that when we're streaming, it'd be a lot easier to play on player 1 because Leo's all the way to the left and all the way to the right is a wall, so I can't. I love playing Donatello, but it's never going to happen when we're streaming. And I don't know. I don't know if I really liked playing with Michelangelo earlier. I was just kind of sold that every time I play this, I guess I'm just going to be Leonardo. Hey, Mike. Okay, so just don't tell us where, but just keep us in the loop now. When does the bid actually end? And on a scale from 1 to 10, how confident are you? I mean, I kind of threw it out there, but I'm not saying where it's at and this and this and that. Leo was my first Ninja Turtle. Donatello was my second. I don't remember after that if it was Mikey or Raphael, but it was Leo was my number 1. Yeah, the Chiefs were really polite and oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I was rooting for him. Not a big Niners fan. Usually, you know, you root for the NFC, you know, Packers, NFC, and everything. But yeah, I was glad to see the Chiefs win. Hey, Rangus. 2 days. Okay, 2 days left. Shack Jam. Bid is up to 150. Pretty confident I can get it for under 300. That would be huge. And then you could sell your OG. I got, so just to throw it out there, I got 300 for mine. So I think 300 is the price you get for a 4-player game. Unless it's I mean, if we're talking NBA Jam, I think that's reasonable. I'd list it for 350. But first we got to get Shack Jam. We'll see what. I was on Michael B's stream Monday night. You know, we were talking. I wasn't knocking. It kind of came out wrong there. I was like knocking the original Turtles. I was just saying that Turtles in Time, I prefer that over the original Turtles. I mean, this is a great beat 'em up. I only had Shack Jam. Oh, trying to read it. There's something in the way here. I was hoping to get 4 guys. I mean, Julio, this is awesome. We're playing again. I hope there's 2 other people. Peg Shims, are you jumping on? I've never played 4 players on Turtles before. Oh, there is a headphone jack. I didn't see it this morning. I was looking for my headphones. Like, I didn't know if you had your headphones in or not, Julio. I forgot about that. I've never tried that before. Nah, Johnny, I'm sorry we didn't hook up in California, man. It was a different schedule. My aunts. You're with a group of people. When I come out again, I'm thinking early fall. Yeah, I'm gonna be a lot more flexible. So Thor, you grew up when you were a kid. Were you were living in California? You were living by Knott's Berry Farm. I hate the Niners. I am too, because they beat the Packers every frickin' time in the playoffs. Oh my gosh, we cannot beat that team. It's tough. My favorite board on this game is on the train. I actually bought Ethernet cable, and I was gonna hardwire. My router's in this room. I was worried that, like, if I can't get, I didn't know, because it's just like every time I turn this on, I have to physically go into network settings and turn off Wi-Fi and turn it back on, then I'm connected. Like, it's just a weird thing. And my other cab was like that, but it would always knock me out, and that's why I sold it. But I bought a cable, worst case scenario, because that's the whole reason. Like, I wanted to play online with this. Yeah, boysenberry. So that was the official. That's how Knott's started. Like, I didn't know all the facts when I was doing when we were still in the hotel, and I was wondering why everything was boysenberry in there. Yeah, it was a boysenberry farm. Johnny, Ralphie was saying that. I was thinking about Orlando. We was talking with Stock Jock. We're seeing who we can all get. I know Zero Redux lives near, I think it's in Tampa, maybe. And maybe Toxin could come out. And I mean, it's, Florida's hot and everything, but June shouldn't be like too crucial. But yeah, I was thinking like, like the October time frame. But yeah, but definitely the Haunted Mansion. Like, I know they do the theming the Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I want to go on that ride. It was closed because they were still switching it back to the OG, I guess. So, and I didn't get on Space Mountain. The video started off where we were at. We started at Space Mountain. The ride kept breaking down, and yeah, we wasted like 40 minutes. Started off a little shaky, I got to be honest, but it got better throughout the day. Hey, Prince Vinny. I think a lot of people have X-Men, but if people know that people are playing, I think they'll jump on. But I think I think you'll see one or two people here and there. You'll see more people on X-Men than Turtles. I would turn this on, and Julio was the first person I saw in 2 weeks of having this. Hey, Kabad. Julio is playing Raphael. I'm Leonardo, and Julio is Raphael. East Coast getting no love. Oh, we're all getting love. I saw. Hey, Smoke Break. It was good, man. Thanks for asking. It was a week, 2 days or travel, and so it was basically Monday through Friday. You get it all in, and I think we got in as much as we could. I kind of caught something. I might have a sinus infection. I don't know. It goes straight to my throat. We'll see. I'm giving it a couple more days before I have to think about getting antibiotics. But yeah, I always if I catch any kind of cold, unfortunately, that's what happens with me. And thanks for asking. Shout out to the West Coast people supporting the Midwest all kind. Damien, I always get this mixed up. Are you in the West Coast or are you in Wisconsin? I feel like I asked you this before. Post nasal trip. You know what? My throat was scratchy, so somebody must have been sick on the airplane on our flight out there. And by Wednesday or Thursday, it could have been Disneyland raining all day. I mean, I don't know if I want to blame anybody on the plane, but I caught something and my throat got scratchy. I'm like, you just dread it. By the time we flew back on Saturday, I was just hoping to God I wasn't gonna be all phlegmed up because it's difficult when you're on a plane. But yeah, I've been taking Dayquil. Kind of slowed down on it yesterday and today, so we'll see how I am Monday or Tuesday. Really? What store was that, Johnny? I had limited time. My aunt, hey Zero Redux, I had by the time I got to Ross, I had gone to 2 Costco's, Fashion Valley, and there was somewhere we had to be that night, and I just didn't want to. You know how I am with these videos. I didn't want. I know my family. I didn't want to kind of aggravate anybody, so I had to be quick. It's called Book Off. My aunt lives very close to that shopping center. That's why I started there. That Target, it's really small, and that business Costco was right behind there. But yeah, when I go back, I'll check it out. Yeah, Kearney Mesa, the car dealership.
Very much down at Wounded Knee.
Book Off. I will check that out. Hey, Jason. Oh, I mean, it's not the worst, guys. I did buy this, I don't know what the heck is it. Something I've been spraying in my nose to try to flush it out. So I bought that in California. It's kind of helps, but the sinus infection might be winning. No, not Flonase. I take that for allergies. It's probably the same kind of stuff you could spray in your eye to flush it out. I can't think of what it's called. Start a fund me for Aunt Peggy to get Turtles. I think she'd, they're so fascinated with it because I'm like, yeah, I bought another arcade or I did this, and it's probably weird, but to them, but they were so fascinated when they came here the last time. Hey, Hungry Wolf, salines, yes, thank you, yes, that's what I bought. My Auntie Pat said that she takes that in the morning and at night, 2 squirts twice a day, and it prevents you from getting a sinus infection. So I'm just gonna try it from here on out and see if I can avoid those things because they're just disgusting. Early childhood in Cali. So what is Liberty? I know it's not Liberty Square. I'm thinking of Disneyland. What is it at across the street? What's all in there at Knott's? The cute blonde. That is Claudia. She is my cousin's. So Aunt Pat's son. My Aunt Pat's son's daughter. So she lives in Seattle. And so here's the story. Peggy and I, yeah, Disneyland. It was like, geez Louise. It must have been, I think Aunt Peggy, of course they don't let me pay for anything. I think she spent like $550 on a one-day park hopper pass for the both of us. And the plan was we were going to go to Universal Studios the next day. We didn't want to go on Sunday because Pat didn't want to go. She was just going to hang out at the condo, so we didn't want to like leave the next day, so we left Monday. And we were going to go to Universal Studios, but Claudia got in on Tuesday, and I gave Peggy a pass. I'm like, because you know where Universal is compared to Anaheim. Deal with the LA traffic, go all the way up to Hollywood. And I just said, why don't we just do Knott's? It's right there. It's basically on your way back. And then we, because you could probably do, like, I didn't have to spend all day at SeaWorld. Like, you could probably do Knott's on a day like that. In 3 or 4 hours, you'd be done. And then it's closed, of course, because of the rain. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to do that. And I'd rather go to Disneyland than Universal Studios. I just thought that would be the best thing. So Claudia, going back, is my cousin's daughter, and yeah, we had a good time. It was a little weird at first because there was all of us staying in the condo, but we all got used to it, and big groups, you're gonna run into some stuff, but we had a good day on the harbor when we went downtown. Like, we all had a fun time. Liberty Hall is a replica of the building in Philadelphia. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. Thanks, Thor. Oh, it is. Yeah, it was cool. I got to look back at the video when Peggy was like, it's not canceled. You can buy tickets right there. That Rusty was phenomenal. We all gave him money at the end. Dude, he was awesome. He never stopped talking. Like, he knew everything. Jason with a $5 super chat. Welcome home, broski. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. Lars Higgs, the boat tour video was cool. It was fun. I didn't, when they said we have tickets for the harbor cruise, I'm just thinking, yeah, great. I didn't realize it was going to be that good, honestly. Like, it was fun. Oh, it's your birthday, Jason? Happy birthday. I didn't see. I got to go back to guess how much the park hopper pass is going to be. How much? Is it worse than Disneyland? We got a $5 super chat from the bad guy Mike Worley. Bill, you're making me really want to get Turtles in Time so I could play online. I wish you could, man. But you know, you have it. And again, you know what? If I was gonna say this earlier, if you don't have Turtles in Time, if you have the OG, turn it on and play. Like, play it right now. Turn it on. It's just like, look, we'll stream a Golden Axe night, and it's just like anyone who has it, you know, we can all play at the same time. That's the best we can do. Oh no, Stock Shack, you're not. Hey, I have Disney rewards too. I don't think people gotta let me start paying for stuff. Peggy didn't let me pay for anything at Disneyland. I managed to pay for. We stopped at the Grand California for. I got a coffee and she got a wine, and she got like some apple dessert thing. I paid for that because you know, I wouldn't let her, but that was about it. I'm kind of like her son and Pat's too. They're my dad's sisters. My dad passed away in 2019, so they kind of take care of me. I'm 40, almost 45 years old, and they treat me like a kid. But yeah, I never pay for anything with those guys. Ooh, who joined here? And if you're in the chat, let us know who you are, who just jumped in. We got Michelangelo coming in. This might be the first time I actually played three players on here. Ex-wife is a director at Disney World. She will get really. Hey, that's cool. You still got you get along with her. I need to suck it up and visit Disney again. That was the first time I was there since I wasn't even with Kelly. Guys, this was November. It was Thanksgiving 2017. And the first time Kelly and I went out was January 20th, 2018. So we weren't. She didn't even know who I was at that point. I remember that trip. Like I had just met her, kind of. It was a while ago. Somebody needs to get on Donatello. Yes, somebody does. We got 3 guys. This is awesome. I don't know who Michelangelo is.
Where no turtle has gone before.
My in-laws are the same way. Yeah, well, I mean, it's good and there's a price, okay? There's always a price, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how expensive some of those parks are. I paid for SeaWorld because I went by myself. I think Peggy dropped me off, and I took a lift back. But I was at SeaWorld. They opened at, I think they opened at 11. I think they were open 11 to 6 or 11 to 5. Michelangelo's having the time of his life. And I got there at about maybe noon. I stayed till close. I had a great time. I thought I only did 2 roller coasters. Hey Zod, I had fun watching the shows and stuff. Like I just wanted to show as much of SeaWorld as I could. That park is a maze. It's not like Six Flags or Disney where you can pretty much walk in a circle and know where you are. I couldn't find the exit. They're kind of doing some construction in there. I had no idea how to get out of that place. But it's the one place I've done SeaWorld by myself 2 or 3 times now, and it's not. I think it'd be different by yourself at like Disney or Universal, but SeaWorld, it's just different because there's never anybody there when I go, and you just kind of do your own thing, I guess. Plus, I was filming everything, and you know I was so focused on that. Except when I did the rides, I finally got a locker. and I did the jet ski looking ride, and I really enjoyed that one. And then I went on the Manta, and at that point I was done. Like I was just like, I'm good. I did Disneyland. I did some of these rides. I didn't do either one of those two really extreme ones. I was kind of ready to go. It was late too, and I was at the point where the locker, it was exceeding an hour, and I was gonna have to pay more. And I go, yeah, I was done. I hope so too, Prince Vinny. I don't know who Michelangelo is, but Julio is Raphael. Yeah, you know, Thumper, we should go up to. I was thinking about that, like doing some kind of like wristbands required at the Wisconsin Dells. Like it'd be kind of if if I went now, that Buffalo Phil's restaurant. I heard they just like revamped the entire thing. Like it's all Star Wars inside of there. Like I was thinking about just going up there for like the day, but like anything else, like yeah, you'd have to wait till like spring, right? By the time anything else opens, how many lives do I have here? Yeah, it's been a while since I've been up to the Dells. Disney and Universal since 2019. And Jason, you're in Georgia, right? North Carolina. Okay. Sorry. Do you just if you went to Orlando, would you just drive? Well, it's just another reason to go back. If I'll be honest with you, if I would have went to Universal in California, I probably wouldn't. Still, you know, Claudia was coming that day regardless. Like there was a time limit. No matter which park we went to, I probably don't go to. I know this sounds bad. You're probably gonna roast me for it, but I don't go to Nintendo World. Like we do like the tram. We do like, you know, the backlot tour, that kind of stuff. A couple of things, and then you just kind of call it a day. We normally drive with the kids. Yeah, it's at that point. Like when we went to Cleveland, I wasn't sure if I didn't decide if I was gonna fly or drive until like last minute. I decided to fly, and then it turns into a 7-hour day regardless, and it's basically a 7-hour drive, and I know it's a tough call. Florida would be like an 18-hour drive from where I'm at. So I would definitely get on a plane in California. Yeah, that's some places you gotta. I mean, Nerd Lounge Master 84 lives in North Carolina, and he drove from North Carolina to Cleveland, and I couldn't believe that. It was like a 12-hour drive. And Chaotic BPR lives in Georgia, and yeah, him and his wife drove up. It's a haul. Hey, Robot Ron.
That hole's our way home. Let's go.
If I'm Superman, I'm flying to the Midwest Gaming Classic. When are we all going to the Dells? Automation. I'll have to look up when Automation Weekend is. Yeah, we should all plan. We should all go up at the same time. And it's got to be like cheesy stuff, you know, like is the Wax Museum up there, like that haunted house? Like I can't do any water, right? Because we're gonna be doing. We got to get this all documented. We can't do too many water parks. But yeah, there's maybe Mount Olympus or something. I don't like that Mount Olympus. If you're not familiar with the Dells, Noah's Ark is like the biggest water park. I'm pretty sure it's still the biggest water park in America. And they were pretty much running the show for a while. And then this Mount Olympus comes out of nowhere, and they just bought up like the whole street. And it's kind of takes away some of that, but they do. I mean, they have an interesting park. There's roller coasters, there's go-karts, there's water park. It's just, I don't know. It's too bad that they bought all those hotels on that street. We stayed at the Coco Cabana, and it's got the skywalk. It was really cool, themed in the 80s and 90s, and now it's Mount Olympus. You know, there's like no theming. I know. I agree, Damien. I'm kind of being more nice about it than. You don't have to go to Mount Olympus. Yeah, we can go to. You know what, Thumper? Timber Falls had that roller coaster. It wasn't the last time we were up there. It looked like they closed it. Like that. That roller coaster was probably better than anything at Mount Olympus. Hades is cool because you go under the parking lot, but.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are four reptilian heroes.
I never stayed at the Kalahari. We stayed. Kelly and I and her family stayed at the Wilderness. And I've went to the water park at the Great Wolf, but I never stayed there. Yeah, the Kalahari, it's like going to Disney World. We have Worlds of Fun, Oceans of Fun here. Yeah, those places are cool. There's actually like a water park hotel pretty close to the house here. And it's something to do in December and January. I hope we can get a game on the OG. I hope it works out, because this worked fine, Julio. I hope you can see me. I'm gonna put in our stats. I didn't put my right name in when we played earlier. I hit something and it was like a Q. Yeah, Hungry Wolf. I think I played Turtles in Time more than the OG when I was a kid. They had this at the bowling alley. They had the OG, but you know, they don't see. That's what exactly happened. P showed up and it went to Q right away, moving like a snail. I'm gonna go backwards. Go X. That was fourth. All right, let's see. Let's play the OG. What do you guys think? Hey, E. Leo. I'm gonna go out. Hopefully, whoever Michelangelo is in the chat. And we'll get in on the original here. So I'll go to. Let's do room 2, because you didn't see me in room 1. I was expecting to see like 3 people in here. Okay, room 2. I'm not gonna put in a code. I'll pick Leonardo. Let's see who joins. Okay, Julio's in. Hopefully, whoever Michelangelo was will find us. We'll start it off here. Okay. Okay. Mikey found us. Yeah, the Great Wolf. That's a chain. Like it's in a couple of states. I was actually surprised when I found that out at Kebab. That I don't know if I was in Illinois and I'm like, wow, they have a Great Wolf Lodge out here too. I think right by Six Flags Great America. I think it was something else, and now it's the Great Wolf. This is a great game too. I think it just came out wrong when I said that on Michael B's stream. The end with Shredder, where there's like 3 Shredders. Like that's such a finale. Well, this is great. I was worried that I was having online issues before. Like, I could not find anybody on here. We just need Kevin Clausen to put together his Turtles in Time, and we'd have a 4-player game going. Pegshim, are you Michelangelo? Oh, no? Dude, you gotta get in. Oh, you're in bed, darn it. You could get a 4-player game. As I'm punching nothing over here. I used to want this game when I was a kid. Like, you know, we had Turtles for Nintendo, and as awesome as like when you're on the street like that repetitive song like for NES, it was great. But having this at home, it's unbelievable. And then we could play it on the NES, but it wasn't this. It wasn't the same as this, you know? They called it Turtles 2. It's so much better. Mike, I'm gonna create some FOMO here for you. It's so much better to play this with other people. It's unbelievable. Gosh, I didn't play too many onlines with my previous Turtles cab. And that's, you know, when it just takes so much out of it. Like I didn't even want it. It was in the basement, in the workout room. I had Blitz down there, NBA Jam, the OG, and Turtles in Time, and I sold Turtles in Time and NBA Jam OG to the same gentleman, and he actually had like a timeshare in the Wisconsin Dells, and he gave me $300 a piece. And the only thing I regretted was not taking that Sabos topper off of NBA Jam, because he was like, "Oh, let's just remove this." So, and I'm just thinking I could have took this off, and he would have never known. Okay, William Carroll is Mikey. Thank you for letting us know. That's awesome. Thanks for joining the game, too. This is great. I never beat the NES game. I beat Turtles in Time for Super Nintendo, and then like the Turtles for Xbox. There was 2 Turtles games. I really liked those, and the end of that one was really similar to this, where you know you have like 3 shredders at the end. I don't know. I'm gonna rate this pretty much. I think it's kind of tie-in Turtles in Time. This is a great game. It's a must. All the Konamis. I think it's a must to have all of them. Simpsons and X-Men are in the other room, and I had to get. It's a tight fit. There's a closet behind the 2, and I needed an extension cord. I turned around, I looked at them, and I said, "It got all the Konamis again. Like it's really cool having them." I didn't want Simpsons Pegsham I at all, but at $1.99 at Walmart, I got it, and I said it was on the choppy block. I could never get rid of it. That's how we all started painting out Arcades Anonymous. We all played Simpsons, Multicade Matt, Nerd Lounge Master, and Mike, bad guy Mike Worley. We did that every Sunday night, and it's just like I can't get rid of it. I don't even want to mod it. Like I know Chaotic put all those Capcom games and stuff on it, and Konami games. I don't want to mess up the online. Yeah, Stock Jock was. Hey Brooklyn. Stock Jock would always hang out. Like we were on. I never get on Discord anymore. We used to hang out and play that every Sunday. Brooklyn, are you interested in getting the new ALP? Whoops, wrong one. Space is good. I know. Man, I don't. I'm just worried that they don't make some of these, and it's just like it was so hard to find turtles. I saw that. You see that on Target. You go on there and it's like Golden Axe sale end Wednesday, and then they go sale end Saturday. They've been doing this for 3 months now. Best Buy said sale ends tomorrow. Like when Best Buy says that, like they're serious, and you just wonder if Golden Axe goes down even lower, or if it goes up to $5.49 again. It'll be interesting. And the same thing with the Marvel. I have the ALP. Which one did you? Okay, so you have. Okay, I got it. I saw that Mike's gonna do a review on the ALP, and he showed that he bought like every pinball pack was like $400. Like, jeez Louise, they make you buy that all over again. Holy cow! So just think about it. If we bought the ALP 4K right now, we wanted all the games. $400 on top of. It's another arcade one up. That's, I don't know. It's gonna have to come down. But when I bought the Marvel Pinball, I keep wanting to call it Marvel Superheroes. Marvel Pinball. I had some. What happened here? I had some gift cards or some points and all this stuff, and I paid $4.16. We have 4 players. Is that you, Leo? Oh my gosh, look at this. First time ever, 4 players. Look at this. There's madness going on here. It was a $5.99, and now it's gone back up. It's $6.49, and that's just what they do. It's just like when it comes down to a certain point, like you don't want to pay more. Let's say you wanted X-Men 97, right? It's $4.99 now if you pre-order. But when that pre-order ends, you know it's going to be $5.99. They just screw with you. So look at this, 4 players. Yeah, you're going down, Shredder. This is awesome. Yeah, this is the way Turtles was meant to be played. Forget about that card. It's been a long time since I played this. Gosh, I can't remember I might have played it on the Buy Stuff Retro Shooter on T2. Because you could play it, like, that must have been it, because there's only 2 buttons, maybe 3 on there. There's not 6 or 5, like you can't play X-Men. But I might have played it on there. That might have been the last time I played this. I know Leo. I guess I saw the E7 Leo up there. That's awesome. I can't believe they're not gonna make any more turtles. Like, I mean, come on. I think if they put I know everyone wants to XL. If they did a Turtles Deluxe, I think people would buy it. It doesn't make... I hope Mikey comes back in. It doesn't make sense that Star Wars sells out, they make another one, it's better, it's got the light up coin doors, the continued artwork, and it doesn't sell out. Like, I don't get that, and that's probably why they wouldn't do another Burger Time. They're probably afraid that won't sell out again. Like, I can't... I don't get it. But Turtles would sell it. It has to. I mean, Turtles is too big not to. I probably would too, Hungry Wolf. Like, I mean, it's a deluxe. It'd be hard. Like, if they did an they won't, but if they did an X-Men X Deluxe, yeah, you probably get it. It'd be hard to sell that other one just because it's... I know how you feel about your Turtles cab. Like, it'd be hard to sell it. It'd be hard to part with it. Look at that. Man, this is cool having 4 players. Yeah, it is a hard game. You know, Jester Tester, loves Karate Champ. Like, I think that's what I would want to play on there. Or Bad Dudes, right? That's probably why I have no nostalgia for Burger Time, but Bad Dudes, I have it on the iArcade. That's a good game. This board right here, I just kind of had like this narc. Remember when you get the red car? Like this board right here reminds me of that stage. Someone's got to give us a narc. I had that on the background for Nostalgia Power today. And when I exited that game, it shows you the actual arcade, like the art, before I powered it off, and that would look so cool having in your house. They did like some home arcade. I'm not saying arcade with anybody does a narc. That'd be cool. Shouldn't have passed up on Burger Time. I know. Well, we don't know. There's, if something's meant to be, it's meant to be. That's the way I looked at it. I've missed out on stuff too. I mean, when I missed out on the Golden Axial for $3.99 and Shack Jam for $3.99, I mean, that bothered me. I just couldn't pull it off. I'd bought other stuff. One of those was Fast and Furious, and I can't think of the other cab, but I mean, it's just like, not everything works out when they do these sales, or if something is in stock. This is playing pretty good. I mean, there's been a couple of laggy parts, but it's not bad. Oh, yeah. Well, someone over there making decisions is just... they're a nitwit, I mean, I guess that's the best way to describe it. I'm sure that look, there's facts that there's going to be more XLs at Costco, and I'm sure they're gonna, just give us something to pick up later on. There's other stuff coming up, and when we're itching to get something new, and they have an XL Star Wars, in 2025 or whatever, then I guess maybe that's what we buy. There's no way they're not gonna do it. But I'm telling you, I probably put the buy stuff mod in it. And it's so complex that I would sell the one I have with the buy stuff mod in it and just get another one, because I'm not going to try to figure out how to put that back. Or actually, maybe you could just swap out the PCB and plug it in. Maybe I get away with just swapping that out from XL to 3/4. I really like that flight yoke for racing games. Like it's unbelievable. It's so good that I don't miss having that on my Ridge Racer at all. And I would never even put it on Fast and Furious. Like I would just leave Fast and Furious for Fast and Furious. And we got that about the same time, Hungry Wolf. Our reviews were like right at the same time. You had done some Masters of the Universe reviews, and then the Star Wars, and then yeah, I mean it was pretty close. It's you just gotta have the money set aside. I want to say it was it really 400? I'm thinking it was $400. Like I had to think about it for a second. And why was it that much? Oh, because I bought that riser booster. So I bought the riser booster and I bought those pedals. So that's why. Otherwise, it's probably like $250 for just the mod. But it's a low screen, and I'm not tall. Ridge Racer was the same way. When you're playing it, looking down. Hungry Wolf, do you have a riser booster under yours? So you bought GRS flight yoke. Well, you could sell the arcade one up, and you get something for it. I'm gonna sell my T2 guns, and they're just sitting in the closet. Like, why do I have them? I can't. They're not gonna work with the retro shooter. That whole control deck. I don't know what I'll get, but I'm gonna sell the PCB for that too. Like, I'm not gonna. I think maybe I just saved the Simpsons just because I have the Simpsons. I'll take it. But any other stuff like that, I'm just gonna get rid of it because I don't want to sit on it. It's just in the way. I guess side hustle for arcade. Going back to Galaga guy's last video, like he said, every morning he gets up and goes on Marketplace. Like that's commitment. Like if there's a deal on there, like I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty. This cabinet's great. I mean, it came with light up coin doors. There's nothing wrong. The sticks felt tight. He gave me the stool, and I said, you know what? I don't need the stool. You don't have to. I already got one. I didn't. When you sell a cabinet, don't put the stool involved with the price, because people. You know what? If you're gonna sell the stool, just do it separately. Even if you only get $20 for it. It doesn't help. I found that it doesn't help. You're welcome, Master Splinter. It doesn't help selling it. Like, you're just kind of giving it away. Just like an NBA Jam topper. And I said, you don't have to give it to me, but he insisted on it, so it's not even put together. I got it in the basement. I have like 5 or 6 stools in the arcade. Like, they just get in the way. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the chat here. Yeah, but you might luck out with picking up secondhand. You know, people get sick of this stuff. I mean, you know how it goes. It sits around there. They're like, hey, I can make a couple $100, and that's a good time to pick it up. Oh yeah, these guys are my least favorite. The song reminds me of Nostalgia Power of Mike's intro. You guys gotta, if you haven't seen the Bad Guy Mike Worley short yet, is, oh my gosh. It's good. It's Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Oh, man. I was dying. I showed Kelly, she's like, I gotta take a shower. I'm like, hold on. You gotta watch this. Oh yeah, James Hates Everything is streaming at 9:30, so in 24 minutes. So you got to stop over there and say hi. He won one of the giveaways today on Nostalgia Power. Mike had some Batman art and Super Mario Brothers. Mario Raccoon had to Mario 3 Christmas ornament. And Johnny Blaze won the a little laggy right now. Won the Batmobile, purple Batmobile from Batman the Animated Series. Oh no, we gotta get in. I can see that. That's a good idea for wall art. I was gonna, I don't know if this is tacky or not. I have pretty much every arcade box. Only a couple of them I got rid of. Like I was thinking about like kind of at one point doing something with them, but I mean I won't. They're just set up there in the attic. You were watching Bad Guys Mike streaming. I know that's totally where he got it from. Like I didn't know exactly that was from this game. Love this game. Looks good. I could play. I wish you could, Carlo. We still got to get you an arcade one up. But you're rocking out the. You and Angel are rocking out the at games. How much have you? How many games, pinball packs have you picked up for the 4K? Yeah, that'd be cool if you did 0. They gotta. I mean, come on. I mean, they're gonna give us something. I mean, they just did an X-Men '97. I mean, obviously they have Capcom license. I mean, they're not out of the woods here. This is awesome. 4 shredders, 5. I thought there was 3. Is there more for 4 players? I don't know if I've ever played, even on the arcade. Like, have I even played 4 players on the arcade before? What was the Facebook contest? We need to find the real Shredder. Is that the guy in the, is he in, is that him on the bottom here? She won the Facebook contest pick. I sent, okay, that, got it. 140 tables. That is awesome, Carl. Yeah, Angel's a good looking girl. Where'd you order those from, Thumper Squid? I have room full of arcade one-ups. My LP micro. I wish I wouldn't have sold mine. I needed the space. Kelly moved back in. Needed the space, and I should have just held on to it because I have more arcades now than I did when she wasn't living here, and I should have kept it. I regret selling that. I get it. It's fun to play it. I was gonna, I'm like, well, I'll get the 4K, and I haven't got it yet. That's the thing. It's just I should have just held on to it. We're gonna play one more. If we can get all 4 players on Turtles in Time, just for posterity here, guys. We got to do it. And if you don't want to, if it's late, I get it. But I'm gonna run over there. Hopefully we all jump in. We'll just put in our scores here. I don't think we could just exit without putting in the scores. Oh, that's awesome, Carl. 140 tables. Gosh, I mean, so Pinball Pack. Hey, Glarzilla. How you doing? Pinball Pack has what, 5? Let's just say 5 games. I think that's like every pack. That's what Michael B spent $400 on, right? Man. Oh, thanks for playing, William. Okay, we lost William. I'm trying to put in. It doesn't let you CMP. Come on. Let's go PD. Well, we'll see. This is just too much fun. We'll play one more. We'll go to the headline game here. We'll go to Turtles in Time. And whoever wants to play, will play, and again, James Hates Everything is streaming in 16 minutes. I gotta get out of this and go into. Just looking at the headline. Who's number 1 in here? If I recognize anybody. Bet you some of these guys haven't played this in a long time. I'll stick in player up. Room 1, player 1, no code. Awesome nostalgia, See who jumps in. Room 1, Julio's in. All right, let's do it, man. This is awesome. I was gonna message you. I don't know. I couldn't find you on the Arcade 1-Up app. I know we're friends on there. So I was just gonna find your last comment and okay, Leo's in. And see if you could test this out one night, and I didn't get around to doing it, and it was just, man, this morning was awesome. We just happened to come on here at the same time. I think I would have put the cable in. I was gonna take the back off and just plug that in and just have it ready. I just didn't know if this was gonna be working on Wi-Fi, and it does. So if anyone watching has Turtles in Time, we do have William had to go. We had a 4-player game going in the OG. Donatello, probably my favorite turtle, is available. Let's see if Leo gets in. Here we go. He's coming in. Oh, we got 4 guys. Nice. All right, here comes the Leo. And who's that? Jabba-Nut? Jabba-Nut, are you? Look at this, guys. We got 4 in Turtles in Time. This is awesome. Jabba-Nut, are you in the chat? Oh, awesome. Awesome finish. Back-to-back 4-player games. Prepare to go down, dude. I mean, there's 4 of us. This is the best. Having a 4-player. This is what, unfortunately, like the Street Fighter 2 cab, the beat 'em ups. Not, I'm not a big fighter in those games. I like the beat 'em ups. That's what it lacks. Like, you can only get 1 player in. This is so much better. I'm sorry, I was looking at Donatello. Oh yeah, he's like, oh my gosh, there's 4 of them. I'm screwed. Why did I think this was a good idea? Could you imagine if Arcade 1-Up only made this a 2-player game, like, like Knights of the Round? Like, Hungry Wolf was playing that earlier, and I said, what, is this Switch? Because I could see you could play 3 guys on here. Like, they needed to make that stuff like Battletoads 3-player. I want to do a Battletoad night. Julio, you have KI. It'd be so much better if we could get, all 3 of them playing. And that's a long one. Like, I swear that game takes as long as both of these Turtles games. And last time I played that, I think it was with G.I. Joel. Yeah, he went down pretty quick. And it was a long game. Michael B's vid is about A1-Up making turtles. When was that out? Was that did he just put that out? Julio, did you see that one guy like beat it in like 11 minutes? How the heck did he do that? Is there some kind of code that there's a way to warp like to the last level or something? The speed, it was like the speed runs. I haven't played that. I've turned it on just for video sakes and stuff, but I mean that cabinet just connects. So I mean it's one of the better cabinets I have, like, I have never had any issues with the KI cab. I just like the look of the KI Pro. But yeah, the cab plays just perfect. With Johnny, with this compared to the old one, the only thing about this cabinet is, and Julio just told me that he just did an update. I did an update when I first plugged this in, and it starts up twice. So Michelangelo comes on and he says shell shocked. He doesn't say anything the first time it turns on. The Nickelodeon logo comes in, and then it reboots, and then he goes, oh, shell shocked. And I have to physically go to my settings, my network settings, turn off Wi-Fi, turn it back on, and I'm connected. So other than that, it works perfect. So that last update, Julio, does your, I just asked you this, but I know you just did the update. Does it power on twice now? It might be my network. I mean, there's always that factor, because sometimes I get this weird thing with Blitz where I'm not connected, and I could not connect Terminator 2 when I still had it at stock. I never did the update on T2. I could not get it to connect again. So it might be my network. Still once. I don't get it. I will, J Nation. It's a fun time. I'm sorry I didn't get to it last weekend. I got back. My Aunt Pat dropped me off after we got the car at the airport, probably about 8:30, and I was just, I thought about it. When I was in Phoenix at a layaway, I was thinking, try turtles tonight. I just, you know, Kelly was still up. I didn't want to just go right to playing games. I had to do some damage control, guys. Oh, I will, Johnny. Maybe, you know what, maybe we should, because of the whole only one player joining, we might just do one weeknight. I don't want to interfere with anyone's streams, and I might do a, you know, here and there, a weeknight where we just jump on, play a quick game, and save the Saturdays for the four players. I remember getting him. He had so many of these action figures when I was a kid. 2008, I eBayed everything I had. Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles. I didn't have any of my original Masters of the Universe or Thundercats or the Superpowers, but I still had my original Voltron. I did have the Batmobile though, from Superpowers. I went to Singapore, China, but yeah, I wish I would have held on to all these guys. I needed the money back then. That recession was just, it was crazy. Work was so slow. Probably wouldn't know what to do with the stuff if I still had it now. Like, something would have to go. And smash the don't smash the like button if you're going through that many phones. That's a good one. Look at this, man. I think that's the coolest part, is when the level starts, you just see all four of them right there, and it's just like mass chaos. Julio, have you ever played 4 players on here? What about you, Elio? And is Jabba Nut in the chat? This board reminds me. I know it's probably in the NES Turtles in Time, but just because I played the Sega more recent, the Hyperstone Heist. This totally is that board. And these guys, like, I struggled. I did say that I used the Game Genie. Like, you're absolutely right. I did. It's you can't get hurt. But what's the code I put in there? It's nothing damages you. Like, you're invincible code. And then I played it on. So there's two endings. First time with 4 players. Nice. That's awesome. There's 2 endings in the Hyperstone. They show Super Shredder falling all the way, and I think you only get that when you play on the hardest. And the only way I think that's why I put the code in. The only way to beat that, I'm getting a little laggy here, is to do the invincibility, and that's why I did it. And it's cool because when you beat Shredder here, you know, once he falls over the railing, game over. They show him fall, kind of like the boss and final fight. I mean, you know that doesn't end good. Like, he's going head first. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of aliens. Like, if there was this many aliens, guys, there'd be everybody would be dead.
Prehistoric Turtlesaurus.
Yeah, what a great game. Come on, Elio, what's going on? What happened? Elio, I tried to hit him. There's already a bunch of aliens walking on Earth called humans. Yeah, and they'll unzip their faces. Like, what show was that? Where there were lizards underneath. Like, he just, like, unzips his, can't think of the name of it. I remember seeing that as a kid going, this is the freakiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It starts with a V. Is it a V? V, okay. I thought it started with a V. Thanks, Thor. But one of them was good, right? Wasn't one good, and then you know he was protecting them from the other guys. I don't remember much from that. Like that was early 80s. Man, I think I was living in San Diego at the time. So, Damien, you like the OG better than Turtles in Time? Or oh, the original V. Okay, sorry, I didn't see the above comments. This game right here, Stock Jock, that handheld that you got in Cleveland that you gave me, I played that on the plane, and it plays. I'll tell you what, it played great. I played through the Punisher, Knights of the Round, and the battery died. I didn't get all the way through Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, but this board right here, this reminds me of Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Like, that'd be a cool one to have online. And I think the woman in that game seemed like out of the other characters, like the best moves. I didn't play that one a lot. That played really smooth. There we go.
Skull and crossbones.
Yeah, when we played this earlier, I forgot. I thought I mixed it up. That the crocodile dude, the leather, is it Leatherhead? Is that the guy? Leatherface? Is it Leatherhead? Is that his name? Was the boss here, but he's the boss on the train. It's the wolf and the turtle from Turtles 2. Like, it's crazy how they incorporated some of that movie into this game. Little leggy.
My toes, my toes. Forgot the sun cream. My toes. Shower shot the sun cream. Magic shell.
Yeah, we played this earlier. I expected that alligator dude to come out, and Or was those other two? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, played more Turtles today than I have in the last year. I can't believe they're still alive, honestly. I mean, the four of us have just been hammering on these guys.
Shell shock.
Okay, he's done. He's really hanging in there. This is my favorite
Very much
board.
shell at Wounded Knee.
I think it's because the horses, they make that noise when they come up and they drop off the Foot Clan. Right there. Love this board. It's like total Sunset Riders feel on this. Oh, come on. And just a reminder that James Hates Everything started a stream 8 minutes ago. I don't know if Tim, Arcade Talk, Tim and Papa Brad are streaming tonight. I don't know if there's I didn't notice before. I could have missed it, but if they are, they probably started at 9:30 also.
I feel seasick. I feel seasick.
Hey, Ralphie. So we got 4 guys going. We played, this is the second Turtles in Time. We played the OG. So the OG was 4 players. And then this is 4 players. So this is the first time ever that I've played, I think Julio too, 4 players on Turtles in Time. And I don't even know on the actual arcade. Like, I can't tell you if I actually ever played. I had to have once. I mean, one time I'm sure we played 4 players on there when it was on the actual arcade. Are you playing anything right now, Ralphie? I know, Glarzilla, I love it. That's what I want to play. I'm terrible at the fighting games. Like, if we're playing one that has them on there, like, I'll do it because if we're all on there. But I mean, I don't ever play them. The beat 'em ups. This is the way to go. That's the thing, is you get sick of playing a beat 'em up by yourself. Like it's, but this is totally different. You just kind of check out and just, you know what I mean? Just smash buttons. It's great. You just stepped in. What are you thinking about? What do you think about turning it on? And is it still raining in California? Didn't you say earlier today it was raining out again? What is going on with that weather? Oh my gosh. The grass looked so green when I was out there. Like you don't see that. Just don't kick us out of the online. He like knocks you over before you can stand back up. This guy fights really dirty. The only thing, and not so much in Turtles, but Simpsons, I wish there was like the X-Men mutant power in that game. Like it's different with Turtles because I mean they're ninjas, right? The Simpsons, it just, I think that would, if there's one thing I could change about that game, it'd be a button where they just eliminate everybody on the screen. You'd have the Colossus power. Like at least they give, like when you get that one where, you know, you spin around and you take out everybody. I don't think they have that on Simpsons. Like you get like the slingshot. I know. If Golden Axe, I'm punching like nothing. If Golden Axe had online, as much as I love Turtles and X-Men especially, I like how much faster he died than that wolf did. It'd be the best cab, Glarzilla. It totally would be. That's not on arcade. It was Sega. Sega, that was their rule. It had to have been, because NBA Jam was already out. That was online. Why would, unless they made that earlier and they sat on it? There's always that possibility, I guess. For some reason, NBA Jam came out first, even though maybe Golden Axe was made before it. It's that control layout. Like I was surprised that, I mean, I remember, you know, I mean, I've watched a lot of reviews that Player 1 does that, but when you're playing them, I was kind of surprised that Player 2 and Player 3, those are your main controls. I mean, that was when I did that review, that everything was for the first time on there. I didn't, sometimes I power it on to make sure it works and stuff before I do a review, but yeah, that was the first time I powered it on. I almost played it today. Like I knew we were playing Turtles. I just did my taxes today. That took forever, and my laundry, and I was debating coming up and playing through it because I never beat any of them before. Altered Beast on the high-low hack, I got to a couple levels in and I could not get past. I think it's where he kind of turns into like the dragon-looking dude. So I don't know. I got to see what the differences are with this version than the high-low hack one, whatever ROM that is. 1 credit on Death Adder? Are you seriously? Ralphie, I think, hey, Freight Burner, Johnny Blaze was gonna go in June also. All right, Jabba Nuts back in. I was getting worried there for a second. I didn't want to say anything. We gotta finish this 4 guys. Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. Wow, it really jumps. I was getting a drink of water. Outrun is my jam. Did you have the stand up or the sit down? Upright. I like the upright too. Somebody, I'm trying to think of a comment. It was about Star Wars, and they thought that if they brought out the seated ones again, like, they'd do good. What do you guys think about that? And like, first of all, I gotta have my back up against something, like, you know how you kind of hunch forward like that, sitting down, like it gets uncomfortable really fast. But you guys be interested in a sit down? It just takes up so much room. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of with you too, Ralphie. I don't know about that. You know, Dan's got a sit down Star Wars. Does he still have his Star Wars? I know he's sold a couple, but I mean, I would have a hard time believing Dan would sell his Golden Axe or Star Wars. One of the first videos I saw with Outrun the Neon Sun, he was doing his Golden Axe video. I know how much he likes that one, but I know Star Wars. He's got that story about Star Wars when he was a kid. He used to pee behind it. And then I mean, that alone, like, you got to hold on to it. Yeah, I agree, Jason. I don't. And I saw Bill did a video about the buy stuff. You can buy the seat for Fast and Furious, like. And I know Multicade Matt did something similar like that. Like, I think that's the way to do it, but you got to have the back. I know he didn't. I didn't get any. I think he reached out to Mike. I don't know how long ago that was, Ralphie, but we didn't get a response. When we were texting a couple of, what night was that? Thursday? Hey, Victor.
Shell shock.
I'm kind of thinking, like, what do we play next week? Next Saturday. I want to try to, Johnny, like, we'll get in. I'm gonna pick a night next week where it doesn't interfere with other streams going on. Oh, we should do a Battletoads. I'd like to play through that. It's been a long time since I played Battletoads. Next Saturday, a 4-player game. I might go back to X-Men. What do you guys think about X-Men?
Shell shock.
What if we did? What if we did a game of X-Men, a game of Captain America: The Avengers, and we like leave the option of we either turn Simpsons on for one game, or we play another X-Men or something like that. Just a couple, maybe 2 games. Give another Konami night, or I go and I turn NBA Jam on again. I'd say Blitz, but I don't think we can get 4 players on Blitz. I think it's just going to be 2. And I think the 4 players only like with Golden Axe, where they all have to be on that control deck, on that arcade. NBA Jam, Real MoFlo. NBA Jam. We get 1 more vote for NBA Jam. We're doing NBA Jam. Let's just decide on NBA Jam then. I'm in. Let's do it. Let's do NBA Jam next Saturday. We'll kind of keep it spaced, and then we'll come back for we'll do another beat 'em up the week after. That's a good break. We'll keep it fresh. Boom shakalaka. All right, let's do it. It's a good idea. And maybe the bad guy Mike Worley will have his Shack Jam. Hopefully. And Thumper Squid, you got your deluxe, didn't you? Let's do X-Men in 2 weeks, Leo. I promise. We'll get through the rotation. We'll do sports, and then come back. I might do something like Golden Axe on a weeknight, just because we're not all gonna be able to, like, it just defeats the whole. Saturday nights are for online cabs. Like, if I do a stream on Golden Axe, it's gonna be a weeknight. Or something like what Hungry Wolf or Toxin would do on like a midday type thing on like over the weekend, something. But like prime time Saturday night online cabs. Does anyone playing right now? Do you have your light up on your deck protector right now? I don't have mine on. I had it on when we played earlier, Julio. And like level 2, I turned it off because I didn't really realize it was on. I was taking a picture for the thumbnail. And then I saw you join. I'm like, okay, we're playing. And this is like wedge, so where this cabinet is, the desk that I stream at, is like right behind me. So it was I kind of like, it's easy to play on Leonardo here because I'm on the end. But like I'm getting in here to take the picture. It's like it was a tight spot. I always go green light when mine's on. Looks the best. Big blue, it's always like the bluish one. Whenever, if I do have the light on, like in a video or something, it's always the blue, and KI is always red. Yeah, so Hyperstone Heist, hardest level. You beat Shredder when he falls off that railing, like they show him falling. And here you just once he goes over the edge, that's it. I mean, do they explain why Shredder's 7'5", or do we just assume that he's Super Shredder from Turtles, from Secret of the Ooze? I think every deck protector, every cab they make, it looks too dark. Like, and there's no lights on in this room right now. We should have they should have that on every cab. Like, it just looks better. Hey, Danny. Hey, 2 weeks, man. We're doing X-Men. I hope you can get on. I know you got your cabinet all set up. We're going to do NBA Jam next week. And, yeah, Turtles is playing pretty good, man. We have 4 players. We did 2 games of Turtles in Time and a game of the OG, and 2 of those we had 4 players. This was awesome. And it's the first time I ever played 4 players on here. Yeah, I might. What time are you gonna be there all day? I didn't do my video today. I had to do my taxes and laundry. I was tired. Doing Michael B's stream Monday night, and then the review for Golden Axe on Thursday. End of the month at work. I needed a day to just kind of chill out. I was tired. No, awesome. Julio, we played a ton of Turtles today. Hey, Clash of the Shield. Clash of the Clan Shield. How you doing? 11-7. Do you still have, is KI still there, or did you sell it yet? At the store. Is Blitz and KI still at the store? We need some visuals. Well, it is, man. Well, we're running around. Danny, are those cabs still? What the heck did I do with my score here? Are those cabs still in the store? Well, it was a fun time, guys. James Hates Everything is streaming right now. Or Ship to Synergy. I'll text you tomorrow. I'll let you know what's happening. I might go to Mayfair. I was surprised that Brookfield had the NBA Jam OG and Big Buck Hunter with that riser in the store setup. Like it reminded me of your store. Like I couldn't believe it.
My toes, my toes.
So weird. Stop by, say hi to James, and next week we will stream NBA Jam. We'll do it at 8 o'clock. We'll play some games. And then we'll come back to X-Men the week after. We'll just kind of go back and forth with the beat 'em ups. We got 29 people in the chat. I want to thank everybody for sticking around. We had a fun time. This was awesome. It really worked out. I was worried about the connection. I didn't know how this was going to go. But it's a solid cabinet. Any of you find turtles anywhere, you get a good price, pick it up. It's a really fun cabinet. Have a good night, Carlo. Give Angel a hug for me. I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of the weekend. Thank you, Jason. We'll see you guys later.